Mr. Tan Soo Kiang, Chairman of the Board of Governors, members of the Board of Governors, Mr. Mark Low, Principal of St. Andrews Junior College, Ms. Corinne Yao, Chairperson of the Parent Support Group, Deputy Principals, teachers, parents, and fellow saints. It is an honor to be addressing you as valedictorian. On behalf of the class of 2019, I thank all the parents, teachers, and administrators who have touched our lives in ways big and small. Words fail to fully express the gratitude we have for your guidance, support, and care at every juncture. None of us will be where we are today if it were not for your immense love and sacrifice. And for that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our 43rd College Day comes amidst unprecedented times. Times have made us realize how greatly intertwined our lives are with those in the community. We have learned that unity is required to overcome great challenges, and that we succeed or fail as one. In the same way, all of us, upon stepping foot into this school, become intertwined with the Saints community. Once a saint, always a saint, goes the saying, and indeed, here in SA, I have found a community that I can call family. In my 2 years here, I've had countless new experiences, invaluable friendships, and exciting learning opportunities. I've had the chance to step out of my comfort zone, trying things from science research to worship concerts to Model United Nations conferences. One of my fondest memories, however, is of simply staying in school to study with my friends. Once classes ended, we would find a spot in the library and start our revision, grabbing food or playing ball in between when we got tired of the books. When we finished our work late at night, we would lie on the school field, counting stars, sharing snacks, and cracking jokes. Our way of rewarding ourselves for a job well done. Those moments seem mundane and unremarkable at the time, but were precisely what made SAJC feel like home to me. Looking back, I realized that my time in SAJC gave me much more than a great education and a thrilling college experience. It showed me the beauty of giving. I saw this beauty in the lives of my class tutors and CCA teachers. They were with us in times of work and play, tirelessly revising our drafts while also making time to host class and CCA celebrations. Thank you, tutors of 18S20, for being models of excellence to us, for inspiring us to reach higher, and for waking us up ever so gently when we dozed off during tutorials. Thank you also, teachers of the Saints Chorale and the Saints for Christ, for leading by example, for nurturing the team patiently, and for the many grand feasts we have had together. Beyond the classroom, there were the parents who cooked and prayed for us as we prepared for the A-levels, the hall staff and resident mentors who cared for our well-being as family would, the mentors who organized live concert and Thanksgiving feasts, the canteen vendors who prepared special desserts for us during exam season, the cleaning auntie who would give me pastries whenever she saw me studying in school, and the list goes on. This community here in SA showed me an abundance of warmth and kindness. Kindness that meant so much to me as an international student studying abroad for the first time. Thank you. Thank you all for making SAJC truly my home away from home. Being in such a giving environment naturally made me want to give back as well. And once again, SAJC taught me how to do this. I remember going for Christmas caroling with the college choir at St. Andrews Nursing Home. And as we sang the final song, I held the hands of an elderly resident and pretended to dance with her. Seeing the smile break out on her face made me realize that the tiniest act of kindness could mean the world to another person. On another occasion during Christian Mission Week, I recall preparing care packages with the SFC for the construction workers upgrading our village. And as we wrote cards and arranged food items, I thought of the many times I had seen them working under the blistering afternoon heat, and realized in no small way the nature of their sacrifices. Such experiences as a student here in SA produced a fundamental shift in my values. It cultivated in me a desire to serve my peers as a servant leader, to serve my community as a doctor, and to serve humanity for the glory of God. During the circuit breaker period, I'm heartened to have witnessed how the school's many alumni members have given back to the SAJC community through various ground-up projects, such as the Saints United Tutoring Initiative and the Project Augment Mentoring Initiative. As an executive member of both initiatives, I continue to be amazed and inspired by the many alumni members who have selflessly volunteered to support the class of 2020 academically during this home-based learning period. Their acts of kindness and generosity truly embody the Saint spirit of one family unbroken, and makes me proud to be called a Saint. This year's theme, Hearts Courageous, reminds us to remain undaunted by the vagaries of life, for we know that God is our strength. But beyond being courageous for ourselves, I think what's needed now more than ever is the courage to help others. During the circuit breaker period, many of us would have had the privilege of retaining our jobs, continuing our studies remotely, and having food delivered to our homes. But while we lament the lack of freedom we are currently experiencing, let us not forget the many who are suffering through this difficult period. Those on life support, those on financial assistance, those on the streets, those going hungry. So fellow Saints, let us have hearts courageous enough to help those in need. Volunteering, donating, or reaching out may seem difficult in this uncertain time, but it is precisely what servant leaders who bring life to the nations would do. So starting with our own Saints community, let us all learn to reciprocate the kindness that we have been shown. To the class of 2020, I wish you all the best as you prepare to do us proud in this year's A-levels. Days leading up to it will be a test of your determination and resilience. But it will also be a time of wonder and growth as you realize just how much the Saints community cares for you. So I urge you to take on this challenge with humility and thanksgiving, but above all, having the courage to freely give as you have freely received. To God be the glory. Avenant, Saints.